Namaste. Everybody's doing well. So I'd like to talk about states of consciousness. And if you can imagine, to keep it simple, a continuum. And at one extreme, you have fear, and at one extreme, you have love. God's love, unconditional love. And throughout our days, throughout our lives, we are at some type of locus, some place on this continuum. And most of us go through our lives without really knowing that we have a say in where we are on this continuum. The great masters that have gone before us, the Christ and all the saints from India and from all over the globe, they've learned how to move from that lower state of consciousness, from fear to love. And they all say that what they're experiencing in that state of love is not unique to them. In fact, it's our birthright. That is where we truly are once we learn how to raise our vibration. So it would be nice if we had tools to navigate this path from fear to love. And, different religions throughout history, the great masters, the saints that these religions were built around, they all talk about the same thing. Christ said that to attain that, you need to love. You need to be love. He said that state of consciousness is heaven. He said that the kingdom of heaven is within you. So what we need to learn how to do is navigate that path to stop feeding that lower vibration and move to the higher vibration. So if we just take anxiety, for example, right, something that we're all experiencing these days, whether it's the pandemic or economic or all the social ramifications from not being around each other, us being social beings, we can get in a state of anxiety. So the way to get out of these states isn't to fight it. You don't fight anxiety. You don't fight sadness. What you need to do is just stop feeding it and focus your attention somewhere else. And what these masters understood is that this physical body, the nervous system is the interface, with that consciousness. The yogis understood that these central chakras that move up along the spine are very important to keep well maintained. And we can do this, they have taught, through the breath. And it doesn't need to be complicated. In fact, some of the most profound breathing exercises are the most simple. And that's a beautiful thing. So what we're going to focus on right now is called the Ujjayi breath. Okay? And it's a breath that we can do throughout our day, whether we're practicing yoga or standing in line at the grocery store, it doesn't matter. Point is that we need to practice this breath. Because if I asked you, how many breaths were you aware of today? For most of us, it's close to zero, right? Unless we have a dedicated practice. So what these practices do is, if we are in an acute state of anxiety, it'll immediately take us out. But if our general state of anxiety is here with daily practice, best at morning and before you go to bed, that general state of anxiety starts to lessen and lessen and lessen until you reach a new baseline. Right? So these mental modifications, the waves of the mind become more manageable. So we'll practice that in a moment. I have a quote here from William James, who's a late 19th century philosopher, psychologist. He says, "Our normal waking consciousness, our rational consciousness, is but one special type of consciousness. Whilst all about it, parted from it by the filmiest of screens, there lie potential forms of consciousness entirely different. We may go through life without suspecting their existence, but apply the requisite stimulus, and at a touch, they are there in their completeness." So this is what the yogis taught for centuries, is that we can tap into these higher states of consciousness through practice, right? Apply the requisite stimulus, he said there. And many ways to do this, right? We can do this through study. We can do this through service. We can do this through physical yoga. And we can do this through breathing, through pranayama. So prana is this life force and yama is this expansion. So pranayama is the expansion of this life force in our body. So in a way, we're going to tap into our autonomic nervous system through this breathing, this mechanical thing we can do, this biological thing. And we stimulate the vagus nerve, as the scientists are discovering, which takes our sympathetic nervous system, which is the fight or flight, and it starts to lessen and lessen that response. And then the parasympathetic, the one that's responsible for rest and digest, that starts to elevate. So we always want those two systems to be in total balance. But normally, the fight or flight response is active because we are in a constant state of stress, many of us in this society, in this modern age. So the body doesn't know the difference between needing to run from danger or just being in a state of anxiety. The same hormones get secreted, and then we get what's called chronic stress. And we know that stress and inflammation are the main causes of many diseases. So we can use the science of yoga to balance our nervous system, to align ourselves, balance our chakras, and we can be happier and healthier human beings. So the Ujjayi breath, sit up straight, relax your shoulders, tuck your chin in slightly, maybe elevate your hips, sit on a cushion or a pillow. Spine is straight, one straight line from your tailbone to the crown of your skull. Eyes are closed. Relax the muscles in your face. Interlock or touch your finger, your thumb, and your pointer finger. Dhyan Mudra. Allow the prana, the energy, to circulate, closing the circuit, as it were. So the Ujjayi breath is begun with the stomach, the diaphragm. Normally, we're shallow breathing. We breathe with our lungs. We want to, if you watch a baby breathe, their belly rises, not their chest. Okay? So when you're really relaxed, that naturally happens. When you panic, we breathe up here. So we're almost fooling the nervous system that we are relaxed by engaging that diaphragm with this breath. So as you inhale, we don't just let all the air flow in and out unrestricted. It's almost, imagine your trachea was a straw and you pinched it. So you can't quite get as much as you want in at once. What this does is it slows down your inhale and it slows your exhale. You're not allowing all the air to come in at once and all the air to go out at once. Okay? So we take a deep inhale through our nose. And this time we're going to hold it. 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your nose. Slightly audible. Now we hold it. 3, 2, 1. Another breath. Inhale, belly expands. 3, 2, 1. Hold it in. And exhale as the belly button gets closer towards the spine, letting all the air go in the lungs. And holding the air out for 3, 2, 1. Deep inhale to a count of 4. Hold. Exhale, nice and slow. Count of 4. Let all the air go. Now there's no air in the lungs. We hold. Deep inhale. Hold the air in. Exhale. Hold the air out. With your eyes closed, bring your concentration to the point between your eyebrows. Take a deep inhale. Hold it in. Exhale. Hold. 2 more. Deep inhale. Hold it in. Slow exhale. And breathe normal. So that count 4, 4, 4, 4. Sometimes it's called the box breathing. Okay. So the Ujjayi breath, typically we don't do that breathing like that. The Ujjayi breath is just an inhale, and then it rolls right into an exhale. Okay, so throughout the practice, the Hatha Yoga practice, this is how I want you to breathe in, and then flow right into your out breath. Okay, but if you're doing a sitting practice, you can do a box breathing like that. And for me, this sort of amplifies the positive effect you get from the practice. Okay, but throughout the Hatha Yoga practice, as we move about, you don't want to be holding your breath. You want your breath to be fluid. All right. So we're going to start a little differently today. You can stand up at the top of your mat. We'll warm up a little bit, and then we'll move our way down. So first, you can put your hands on your hips. Let's make some slight circles. One direction. Really exaggerate the movement, the side and front as you go back. And reverse direction. And back center. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Interlock your fingers and point your fingers up towards the sky. Ears between your elbows. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, lean towards one side. Practicing your Ujjayi breath, letting all the air go. As you inhale, come back up. Deep, audible breath. Exhale, do the other side. And back up. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release your hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold.
Shake your head no, gently. Maybe nod your head yes, like a pendulum. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, reaching towards one side. Inhale up. Exhale, other side. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale all the way up. Arching back. Small arch in your spine. And exhale, forward fold. Step that right foot back as far as you can. 90-degree bend in your left leg. Right leg is straight. Bring that right knee down to the ground. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Lean back, gaze is up. Exhale, hands come down. Right knee up. Left foot goes back to meet right. Plank pose, Palakasana. Strong core, strong arms. Legs are engaged, glutes are engaged. Belly button's tucked in towards your spine. Deep inhale. Exhale. Knees go down, hips go back. Chin and chest flow forward. Tailbones up in the sky. 8 points of contact. HTGC. Inhale into Cobra. Feet are touching, hands are on the side of the chest, lifting the torso up with the strength of your back. As we exhale, pushing into the ground, curling your toes. Tailbone goes up towards the sky. Down dog. Down dog, we're trying to get our heels down towards the ground, V shape between our legs and our torso, ears between our elbows, tailbone being pulled up towards the sky. Put a slight bend in that right knee, straighten the left. So we're isolating the stretch on the left side. Straighten the right leg, put a bend in the left. And pedal the heels back and forth. Take a deep inhale, come up on your tippy toes. Exhale, work those heels down towards the ground. Inhale, right leg goes up, 3-leg down dog. The arms, the torso, the leg does not move, but the right leg does come up. The hips stay in place. Look between your hands, step forward. 90-degree bend in the right knee. Left leg is straight. Left knee goes down. Inhale, arms come up. Anjaneyasana. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, hands back down towards the ground. Left knee comes up. Stepping left foot forward. Forward fold. And slowly coming up as we inhale, arms come up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Having your head and tailbone being pulled in opposite directions, elongating the spine. Spine is parallel with the ground. Next exhale, forward fold. Other side, left foot goes back. 90-degree bend in the right leg. Left leg is straight. Gaze is forward. Left knee goes down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands down. Left knee comes up. Right leg goes back. Plank pose, Phalakasana. Strong core, strong arms, strong legs. Glutes are engaged. Bring that belly button in towards your spine. We don't want our hips high. We don't want our hips low. Nice straight line. Knees go down. Hips go back. Chin and chest float forward. Tailbone goes up in the air. Hands on the side of the chest. 8 points of contact. Toes, knees, hands, chin, and chest. As we inhale, Cobra. Exhale, pushing into the ground, curling toes under. Down dog. Ears between your elbows. V shape between your legs and your torso. Working to get your heels down towards the ground. Hips being pulled up towards the ceiling. Put a bend in your left knee, straighten the right. Switch, left leg straight, bend in right knee. And pedal the heels back and forth. Come up on your tippy toes, inhale. And exhale, full expression, down dog. Spread your fingers wide, ears between your elbows. Bring that chest and forehead down towards the ground. Keeping your body where it is, just lifting the left leg. 3-leg down dog. Look between your hands, step forward. Right knee goes down. Inhale. And exhale, hands come down. Right knee comes up. Step the right foot forward. And slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Arms come up overhead as you inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Jumping back or stepping your feet back one at a time. Plank pose. Knees go down. Hips go back into a child's pose. Knees at the side of your mat. Big toes are touching. Bring your hips down towards your heels. Arms are reaching out in front. Forehead comes down towards the ground. Practicing the Ujjayi breath. Feel your belly expand as you inhale. As you exhale, nice and slow, feel that belly button move towards your spine. You should hear your breath. Slow, exaggerated breathing. Feel your rib cage expand as you inhale. And lifting those hips up. Bring those knees together. We're going to come down, bring the belly close to the ground, and lift up into an extended arm cobra. Gaze is up. Tops of our feet are flat on the ground. Thighs are on the ground. As we exhale, pushing back. And then we flow with our breath. Inhale, coming into cobra. Exhale, hips go back. Let it flow with your own breath. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you push back. Focus on that lower back.
extension and flexion as we exhale. Getting blood, getting that prana moving into that area. Every movement with an inhale or an exhale, very deliberate, intentional. Inhale up, exhale back. Then we'll meet in tabletop position. Tabletop, hands are flat on the ground, fingers are spread wide, hands are directly below your shoulders, knees directly below your hips. If you look between your legs, you can't see your feet because they're behind your thighs. Spine is parallel with the ground. The gaze is down. And cat-cow, more extension and flexion of the spine. As we exhale, like a cat stretch in the morning. Now we're working the upper spine. Then inhale, cow, belly goes down towards the ground, tailbone goes up. As we inhale, chin goes up. And at your own breath, every breath goes with the movement. Exhale, cat. And inhale, cow. Full breaths, intentional, on purpose. Trying to perfect the breathing, which will train your attention and give you all the benefits of the breath. When we focus the mind on something, could be breathing, could be a movement of the body, we train the mind to be in the present moment. And when the mind is in the present moment, we're not feeding all that negativity that keeps us in that state of fear, in the state of anxiety. Inhale up. And last one, cat. And we'll finish with cow. So now we're standing on our knees. Take your right foot out towards the side. Arms come up overhead, inhale. As we exhale, reaching over towards that extended leg. Feel that stretch in the side body, creating as much space between the hip and the left rib cage. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand goes down. Strong core, lift yourself up. Exhale other direction. Inhale up. Exhale last time. And back center. And exhale, hands come down. Other side, right knees down, left leg goes out. Arms come up overhead, inhale. As you exhale, reaching towards the extended leg, left hand goes down, reaching over with the right. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand reaching as far away from the left foot as possible. Strong core, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale up. And exhale down. And inhale back up one more time. Exhale, hands come down. Let's come into a seated position. Spread your legs wide. So we want the tops of our thighs being pointing up towards the ceiling. We don't want lazy legs. So we do this by having our feet engaged and our toes pointing up towards the ceiling. This keeps the top of our thighs pointing up. Arms come up overhead, inhale. And as we exhale, reach those hands forward, keeping those feet flexed, pointing up towards the ceiling, maintaining a straight spine. Feeling that stretch in the hamstrings and the lower back. Then we're going to take our left forearm, bring it by the left knee on the ground. We're going to reach over towards that left leg for that stretch on the right side. Inhale back up. Exhale, right hand goes down, right arm goes down. Exhale as we stretch towards the right foot. And inhale back up. Exhale, left side. Try to bring that right shoulder back as much as you can. Inhale up. Exhale towards the right side. Once again, bring that left shoulder back. And inhale back up. And very slowly exhale as you push the walls away. Bring that right foot in towards your left thigh. Arms come up overhead, inhale. Turn towards the extended leg. Hinge forward at the hips with a straight spine, reaching forward, grabbing the shin, the toes. Keeping that right knee down towards the ground. Feeling that stretch in the hamstring and the right hip. Maybe bring that chin down towards your chest and round the spine a little bit. Stretch the upper back. And once again, bring that left elbow inside left knee. Grab the big toe. Inhale, right arm goes up. Keeping that right shoulder back as far as possible. Staying right here. Or as you exhale, reaching towards the extended leg. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And inhale, right arm goes up. As you exhale, right hand goes down. Lift yourself up on the right shin. Counter stretch. Left hand goes behind. And back down center. Other side. Right leg goes out. Left foot in towards your groin, your inner thigh. Squared with the front of the room. Arms come up overhead. Inhale. Turn, rotate towards the extended leg. Straight spine, hinge forward at the hips and fall forward. Reaching down towards your shin, your foot or ankle. Maintaining a straight spine. Left knee being pushed down towards the ground. Maybe tuck your chin in towards your chest, round the spine, stretch that upper back. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Focus on your breath. Focus on the sound of your breath. Right elbow goes inside the right knee. Lift the left arm up. As you exhale, reaching towards that right leg if you'd like, keeping that left shoulder pulled back. So you can focus on the sound of your breath, the quality, the duration, the movement of your stomach. It's important to continue to bring the awareness back to the breath so that it becomes intentional. And with practice, this becomes second nature and you find yourself doing it throughout the day. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, left hand goes down. Counter stretch. And back down towards the ground. Put a bend in that right leg. Bring that right heel towards your groin, and we're going to bring the left foot on top. So as long as you can get that left ankle over that right leg, that's good. Trying to stack those knees as long as we can keep both sit bones on the ground. Okay. Bring the right arm up as high as possible. As you're trying to push up the ceiling, put a bend in that right elbow. You open up that area, the armpit. Close your eyes. Relax the muscles in your face. Feel that stretch in that right tricep. And an opening of that armpit area. Allowing the prana to move more freely. When energy gets stuck in the body, the mind tends to get stuck. There's a very strong interrelation connection with the mind and body. So as we exercise, we loosen the body, we make it more supple. The mind becomes more loose, more supple. And release. Take that right arm onto that left knee. Lift the left arm up towards the sky. Rotate, look behind the body. Left arm goes down. Spine is straight, like a pencil. Tailbone into the ground. Crown of your head straight up. And rotate the pencil towards the left. With your eyes, look as far left as you can as you're trying to look behind you. And inhale. Left arm comes back up. And exhale, other direction. Same thing, straight spine. Looking towards the right. Exercise those eye muscles. Looking as far right as possible. And release. Other side. Put that bend in the left leg. Right leg goes on top. Inhale, left hand goes up as high as possible. Both sit bones on the ground. Put a bend in that left elbow. Reaching with the right hand. And that stretch in the left tricep, opening up the armpit. We don't want to pull our head down. We want to keep our spine straight from our tailbone to the crown of our head. Eyes are closed. Muscles in the face are relaxed. Focus on your breath. Trying to perfect the breathing. Every breath is a new challenge, a new moment to train your awareness. And with anything in life, as we practice, we begin to get better, begin to perfect what it is we are practicing. If we can learn how to perfect this breath, our lives will improve greatly, mentally, physically, and energetically. And exhale, bring that left arm down. Inhale, right arm goes up. As you exhale, rotating towards the right. Gaze as far to the right as we can. Spine is straight up and down. And relax. Inhale, right arm goes up. And left arm goes up. Exhale. Rotating towards the left side. Keeping your spine straight. Gaze as far left as possible. And exhale, release. Bring those legs straight out in front. Dandasana. Feet are flexed, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Our core is engaged, our thighs are engaged. Belly button's tucked in towards your spine. Shoulders are back, down, and relaxed. Our spine is perpendicular with the ground. Close your eyes. Although we are not moving, our body is active
I even feel shaking in our legs as we're engaging our thigh muscles, pulling our toes back towards our chest, keeping our shoulders down towards the ground, building core strength. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, bring those hands down on the ground, and we're going to lift into a reverse plank. So your fingers are pointing towards your heels, lifting your hips up. There's a straight line between your heels, all the way through your spine. And exhale down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Forward fold. Inhale, arms up. One more. Exhale, hands down. Inhale. Reverse plank. And exhale, hips come down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, torso comes down. And inhale, back into Dandasana. Deep inhale, practice your breathing. Somebody 15 feet away should hear you breathing. The sound comes from the restriction of the airflow, not with your vocal cord. I'd like you to stack your legs one on top of the other. If your legs are fire logs, arms come up overhead, inhale. And exhale, reaching forward. Bring that forehead down towards the ground. Get a nice stretch in your hips and your lower back. Any tightness in the body, we don't judge, we just become aware. And with that awareness, then we can start to treat that area. Give it attention, whether that's breathing into it, whether that's doing stretches to open up that area, and maybe starting to identify what is it that's causing that tightness. Is it our posture throughout the day? Is it mental stress that's being stored there? But these things don't come to the light of awareness until we choose to look at them. And oftentimes, we don't like to look at our shortcomings or what we do that causes the problems we experience. It's very important on the path to not judge yourself and know that we're all learning, we're all growing, we all make mistakes, we are imperfect, but we have the ability to work on these imperfections, and that is our work in this life. And walk those hands back towards your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Left leg's down. Bring that right leg on top. Fire log once again. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, reaching forward as far as you can. And bringing that forehead down towards the ground. As you inhale, feel that belly expand, your lungs expand, rib cage expands. Fill yourself with that life-giving oxygen. As you exhale, belly button comes towards the spine. Any tension in your hips, as you exhale, just release. What the mystics have said for centuries, that you are the awareness. You are not this body. So as we cultivate that awareness, that loving awareness, we start to observe this body. And from a position that is not totally identified with the body, with the mind and thoughts, we can make some decisions, judgments that are going to serve us. If we're putting on too much weight, we don't say that I am overweight. We say, I'm observing this pattern and it's time to change. But when we identify with these things, we say, I am overweight, or I am depressed, or I am anxious, we solidify that. And that becomes our reality, our locus of consciousness. And then all our surrounding thoughts begin to enforce that, because that's the reality we create for ourselves. So the goal, the way, is not to continue to feed that which does not serve us, that which keeps us at a lower vibratory rate, which is near fear, towards fear. But we redirect our energy to practices like this, to studying scripture, to living a good life, treating other people like we want to be treated, seeing the best or seeing the divine in all whom we encounter. And by doing this, we begin to raise our vibration from fear towards love. And walk those hands back and sit up nice and tall. Let's come to a standing position once again. Standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. Toes are almost touching, heels a little further apart. Our thighs are engaged. Our core is engaged. Inhale, lift your shoulders up. As you exhale, bring them back and down. Fingers are reaching down towards the ground. Eyes are closed. Hands can be facing towards the front of the room or the side of your body. Chin slightly tucked down. One straight line from your tailbone to the crown of your skull. Practicing our Ujjayi breath, victorious breath, the yogic breath. As we inhale, the belly expands. As we exhale, belly button gets closer towards your spine. Next inhale and exhale, focus on the sound of your breath. Next inhale and exhale, focus on your diaphragm, your stomach, observe it rise and fall. Next inhale and exhale, focus on the temperature of your breath as it passes through your nostril. Maybe notice the cooler air coming in as the body heats it. You exhale. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stepping that right foot back. This time we lift up into high lunge. The right foot, we're on the ball mount of our foot. Right leg is straight, 90-degree bend in that left leg. Lower the right heel down towards the ground. Right foot's at a 45-degree angle. Maybe widen your stance slightly. Hips are squared towards the front of the room. Arms are up overhead. Warrior one. As we exhale, lean towards the left. Inhale up. Exhale, lean towards the right. Inhale up. Interlock your hands behind the body. Take a deep inhale, puff your chest up. As you exhale, leaning forward, humble warrior. Hands come up behind you if you can. Inhale, arms come back up. Extended side angle. As you exhale, left hand goes down, right hand goes up. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, right hand goes down, left arm goes up. Inhale, both arms come up. And as we exhale, both hands come down towards the ground. Lift your right heel up off the ground. Left foot goes back to meet right. Now it's your choice. We can do Ashtanga or Chaturanga. Chaturanga. Push your torso forward. Elbows glued in towards your side. Lowering down as you exhale. Hovering above the ground. As you inhale into up dog. So up dog or cobra. Exhale, curl the legs, toes under. Down dog. Full cycles of breath. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, lift that right foot up towards the sky. Move between your hands, step forward. Left foot comes forward. And inhale, arms come up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Time to step that left foot back. High lunge, strong core. Lift your torso up. Left leg is straight. 90-degree bend in the right. Lowering down that left heel. Left foot's at a 45-degree angle with the mat. Widen stance ever so slightly. Interlock your hands. Pull your shoulders back. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale back up, warrior one. 2 cycles of breath, deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Right arm goes down, left arm goes up, extended side angle. Inhale back, warrior one. Exhale, left hand goes down, right hand goes up. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, both hands come down, left heel comes up, right foot goes back. Plank pose. Your choice. Ashtanga or Chaturanga. As you exhale, going down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, curling toes under. Inhale, lifting left foot up towards the sky. Look between your hands, step forward. Step your right foot forward. And slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And exhale, hands come heart center. Deep inhale. Full
Full exhale. Imagine your hands are creating a circuit. As you inhale and exhale, prana energy is flowing throughout your body. And release the hands down towards the ground. Tadasana one more time. Take your left palm, bring it out in front. Reach underneath, grab your thumb. Fingers are wide like a starfish. Pulling that very gently, pulling that right thumb back. And then nice stretch on the radial side of your palm. And going down one finger at a time. Pointer, middle, ring, pinky. Shake it out. This time make a fist. Bring your arm up, shoulder height. Point that fist down towards the ground. You start to feel that stretch on the top side. And then aid that stretch with your left hand. Bring those fingers in towards your forearm, very gently. Feel a nice stretch on the top side of the forearm. Deep inhale. Relax, exhale. Shake it out. Left palm comes forward, reaching underneath, grab your thumb. Fingers are spread wide, gently pulling back on the thumb. Observe the nice stretch. Great exercise, especially if you're at the keyboard all day. And reaching underneath, grab the pointer, middle, ring, pinky. Shake it out. Bring the arm up, left arm up, shoulder height, make a fist. Point the fist down towards the ground. Use the right hand, pull those fingers even more in towards the forearm. Maybe lower that arm. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And shake it out. Back to Tadasana. Bring your awareness to the palms of your hands. Feel the energy emanating from the palms. Bring that energy in towards your chest. Next inhale, I want you to imagine white light coming in through the crown chakra, through the skull. As you inhale down towards your heart. When it gets towards your heart, it turns green as you exhale out through your heart, through the palms of your hand. Inhale that divine love in through the crown chakra. As golden white light, as you exhale, green particles leave through the heart into the world. One more divine golden light in through the crown chakra. Energizes the heart. As you exhale, green love flows from the heart to the world. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step that right foot back. This time, lift up into Warrior Two. Windmill the arms up. So the heels are in alignment. The right foot's at a 45-degree bend. The hips are facing towards the side of the room, unlike Warrior One.
90-degree bend, the left leg. Spine is perpendicular with the ground. Arms are up shoulder height. The gaze is towards that left hand. Often we lean forward in this pose. It almost feels like you're leaning backwards when you're in proper position. Bring that left palm up towards the sky. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, left elbow, left knee. Right hand goes forward as we exhale. Flowing with our breath. Inhale up. And exhale, this time left hand goes down towards the ground. Once again, inhale, right arm up. Extended side angle. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Strong core, lift yourself back into warrior two. Straighten that left leg. Lower body does not move. Reaching forward as far as we can. Left hand goes down towards the ground. Very little weight on that left hand. Maybe use your peace fingers just for support. Lift your right arm up towards the sky. Gaze is toward that right hand. Next exhale, right hand goes down towards the ground. Inhale. Left arm up. Revolve triangle. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Put that bend back in that left leg. Strong core, lift yourself back up. Warrior two. On the exhale, windmill the arms back down towards the ground. Lift your right heel up. Left foot goes back to meet right. Strong core, Phalakasana. Your choice, Ashtangasana or Chaturanga. On the exhale. On the inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, curling toes under. Down dog. We're going to get those heels down towards the ground. Inhale, lift that right foot up. Exhale, step between your hands. Left foot steps forward. Arms come up overhead, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Step that left foot back. This time we're going to windmill the arms up into warrior two, other side. Make sure the hips are towards the side of the mat, the long side of your mat. Arms are up shoulder height. Lower down towards the ground. Gaze is over that right hand. Flip that front palm. Reverse, lifting up towards the sky. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Inhale, stretch with the left arm. One more time. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, right arm goes down towards the ground. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Strong core, lift yourself back up, warrior two. Straighten that right leg. Torso reaches forward as far as possible. Exhale, right hand goes down towards the ground. Left arm up towards the sky. Gaze is up. Next exhale, left arm down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. Put that bend back in the right leg. Lift yourself back up. Warrior two. And windmill those arms down. Left heel comes up.
Right foot goes back. Your choice, Ashtanga or Chaturanga. Lower down towards the ground as you exhale. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, curling toes under, Down Dog. Inhale, left foot goes up towards the sky. Look between your hands, step forward. Step your right foot forward. And slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Arms come up overhead, inhale. And exhale, hands come down. Bring hands heart center. Deep inhale, full exhale. As your awareness follows the inhale and follows the exhale. So we train to become identified with that witness, with the observer. It's that is our true nature. It is detached from this physical life. We can live on different planes at the same time. So we need to understand that we are divine beings. But we also can't forget our zip code either. So it's this balance of living in this world, but not completely of this world. When we totally identify with this world, the mind tends to take control. And when the mind takes control, the mind is not trained. The way we respond to situations, the way we react, is through conditioning. But when we learn how to control the mind, we can use it as a tool. We can use this tool to navigate our life, and we can complete our divine work. Inhale, arms come up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Step or hop your feet back, plank pose. And lowering down, count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On your belly. Make a pillow with your hands. Put your right cheek on that pillow. Relax. Let your feet fall where they will. Relax your belly, relax your shoulders, relax the muscles in your face. We're going to take 3 deep inhales and 3 full exhales. We're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouth. Deep inhale. Let it all go. Deep inhale. Deep inhale. Put that left cheek on the pillow. Deep inhale. Bring your chin on the ground, arms out into a T. Left hand in towards your chest. Legs are glued together, pushing into the ground with your left hand, rolling over like a log. You can stay right here if this stretch feels good on the right shoulder and the right chest. Or as you open up the lower back, bring that left knee up towards the sky, right foot behind the right knee. Sorry, left foot behind the right knee. Pushing into the ground to further open up that lower back and stretch that right shoulder. Never straining when we're trying to stretch. Never push too hard.
You want to still be able to breathe, never hold your breath during the practice of yoga, unless you're working with a specific pranayama technique in a sitting position. And back on your chest. Left arm out to the side, bring that right hand in towards your chest, rolling over like a log. Staying here if this feels good. Opening up the lower back, right knee up towards the sky, right foot behind left knee. Pushing into the ground with the right hand to further the stretch. And lowering back down on towards the ground. Put a bend in that right foot, reach back, grab. Left foot, preparing for bow pose. As we inhale, we're going to lift our torso up off the ground, trying to balance in our belly button. Our feet and our hands are playing tug of war, as if your body is the archer's bow. Pulling back on the strings, lifting your torso up. And exhale back down towards the ground. Reaching your hands out in front like Superman. Lift your left leg up off the ground a few inches. Lift your right arm up a few inches. Bring them both down. Right leg up a few inches. Same with the left hand. And down. And then doing those same combinations, alternate. Right hand, left foot. Down. Right foot, left hand. And then go at your own pace. Strengthening the back. Lower back and upper back at the same time. And then finish with the left hand. And back down. Pushing into the ground. Child's pose. Knees at the sides of the mat. Big toes are touching. Heels, or hips trying to sit back on the heels. Hands reaching forward as far as possible. Chest and forehead down towards the ground. 3 full cycles of breath. Inhale. Exhale. At your own pace. And when you're ready, come back into a tabletop. We'll do one more round of cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale, cat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, cat. And one more, inhale. And exhale. And lay down on your back. Stretch as far as you can. Your feet and your toes away from one another. Lifting your lower back up off the ground as you stretch, stretch, stretch.
As you exhale, bring those knees in towards your chest. Keeping lower back on the ground, pulling your knees in towards your chest. And making small circles in one direction. And reverse. And keeping that bend in your knees. Feet are on the ground. Preparing for bridge pose. But first we do a baby bridge. I'm just going to tilt the pelvis. So imagine you're just very gently lifting your pelvis up. It's like you're thrusting your hips up, but you don't lift the hips up too high. So you're getting ready to lift your hips up off the ground. Great exercise for sitting in a chair all day. So as you lift that pelvis up, the stomach naturally engages, and you release it back down. So you can imagine when you're flat on the ground, in neutral, the tailbone is pointing away, and as you tilt the pelvis up, you can imagine if there's a laser pointer on the tip of your tailbone. As you lift up, it's going to lift up, maybe joining at the wall where your knees are pointing. It's just a slight little pelvic tilt. It does wonders for alignment. And one more. And back down towards the ground. Now for bridge. Now you can lift your hips up off the ground. So it's like a straight line from your chest down through your legs. Imagine there is a rope tied to your knee, taped to the top of your knee, and it's just barely touching your skin all the way down to your chest line. And if we like, we can interlock our hands behind, roll your shoulders together. And now we can lift our hips up even higher. Intensify the stretch. Deep inhale. Full exhale. And bring those hips back down towards the ground. Hug the knees into the chest. Rocking side to side. And extend both those legs out, flat on the ground. Take the right knee, bring it in towards your chest. Left foot is flexed, right foot is flexed. And take that left hand, grabbing the right knee, bring it across the body. Bring the right arm out into a T. Right shoulder and right shoulder blade do not leave the ground. Torso rotation. Making sure to keep the right shoulder on the ground. It's not important that the right knee touches the ground. We just want to bring it far enough that we feel a nice stretch, nice rotation. The gaze can be towards the extended right hand. Every exhale, just relax and release. Extend that right leg out. Now we're making a cross with our legs. Left hand can be on that right thigh to keep it down. Keeping the gaze off towards the right side. And bring the right knee into the chest. extend that right leg out. Same thing left side. Left knee comes in towards the chest. Right foot is flexed. Left foot is flexed, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Using the right hand, pull the left knee towards the right side. Left arm goes out into a T. Keeping that left shoulder and left shoulder blade glued to the ground. Gaze can be towards the left hand. Focus on your breath. Watch the air go past the nostril on the inhale and the exhale. When the mind wanders, bring it back to the breathing. You are the awareness watching this body breathe. Extend that left leg out into a T, making a cross with your legs. And bring the left knee in towards your chest. And extending that left leg out, letting flat on the ground. If it's in your practice, preparing for shoulder stand. If you've never done this before, you can go to a wall, bring your butt into the wall, and bring your feet up. Legs up the wall. Just make sure your feet are flexed, trying to pull your toes back down towards the ground. Or shoulder stand. Bring the knees in towards your chest, lifting the hips up. Making a tripod with your hands and your triceps. Getting your spine straight up. And when you're ready, lift the legs up towards the sky. Perpendicular with the ground. Giving your heart a break. Allowing gravity to bring blood to your head. If you like, on the exhale, lowering those feet back behind you. Flower pose, Alasana. Maybe interlock those hands. Your feet come down towards the ground. And when you're ready, gently come out of the position. Under control. Extend the legs out. One final pose before Shavasana. Matsyasana, fish pose. So bring the palms of your hands on the ground, underneath your hips. Roll your shoulder blades together. And we're going to lift our chest up so the top of our head is touching the ground, not the back of our head. Only if it feels good on the neck. If it doesn't, very gently come out of the pose. Open up your throat. Imagine your throat has nostrils as you inhale and exhale from the throat.
And you're ready, gently come out of position. Final resting pose, Shavasana.
Laying flat on the mat. Clench your fists. Engage all the muscles in your arms. Engage your shoulders. Clench your glutes. Tight as you can. Engage your thighs. Curl your toes. Pucker your face like you're sucking on a lemon. Take a deep inhale and squeeze. Exhale through your mouth. Let it all go. Clench your fists. Engage your forearms, your biceps, your shoulders. Engage your glutes. Lifting your lower back up off the ground. Engage your thighs. Curl your toes. Engage all the muscles in your legs. Pucker your face like you're sucking on a lemon. Take a deep inhale and squeeze. And exhale. Allow the body to be relaxed. Observe the relaxed mind. Relax all the muscles in your face. Starting with your forehead. Relax your eyes. Relax the muscles in your cheek. Relax your tongue. Allow your shoulders to be heavy. Arms are heavy. Your hips melting into the ground. Allow your feet to fall where they will. Your right leg is heavy. Your left leg is heavy. Your feet are relaxed. Enjoy the peace that is your birthright. Take a deep inhale, hold it in.
Exhale through your mouth.
Deep inhale through your nose, hold it in.
Exhale through your mouth.
Last one, deep inhale. Hold it.
Exhale.
Bring your knees into the chest. Right from side to side. Rolling over to one side, fetal position. Ready, pushing into the ground. Sitting up, nice and tall. Eyes closed. Your hands heart center. Finish with the Shanti mantra, which is a prayer asking the divine to lead us towards truth, towards light, and the remembrance of our divinity. And finish with Shanti, which is prayer for peace. Take a deep inhale. Asato ma sagamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma mritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Thank you all for coming out tonight, or maybe in the future for practicing with me. Appreciate it. Can't wait to see you all in person. Have a great night.